From crashing cars for clout to faking disabilities and even insulting entire cultures, here are 10 of the most evil streamers to ever exist. Let's start things off with Jack Doherty. With millions of followers on Twitch, he streams for hours, has hundreds of fans, yet somehow he has ended up being one of the most hated streamers. And this isn't without any reason, because apparently he has always been risking his own life. But now he has also succumbed to risking other people's lives as well. Recently, during a live stream on Twitch, as he was driving his McLaren, people started noticing some weird things he was saying.
This is scary. Literally, guys, you can't see shit. I'm most likely going to crash this car. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully not.
And then he was focused more on the chat while driving, and that's when the tragedy hit.
No! No! No!
But instead of helping, Jack's first instinct was to keep streaming. So yeah, recording and streaming was much more important than checking if his friend was okay, which he clearly wasn't, since Jack did whatever, not even thinking about the risks. His friend was bleeding, and Jack's reaction was to hand him the camera to just record it all.
Film on that phone too.
And well, the internet did not take it lightly.
Insulting Jack Doherty is a God-given right, and I would be a fool to deny that.
Then there is Ice Poseidon, one of the most well-known streamers in history, who began vlogging in 2015 using the bare minimum of gear he owned. However, he stood out for allowing his audience to choose how he behaved.
Uber driver, the guys are virgins, can you let them play with your...
Oh my god, sorry about that one.
No, I'm gonna let you guys out. I'm not gonna listen to that for another 20 minutes.
He spent hours streaming his everyday activities and sharing all of his personal information with his audience, including his address and whereabouts.
What the hell, dude?
The stream sniping began at that point. This wasn't it though. Ice was enjoying the fact that his viewers were making his life more difficult. When Ice revealed his travel information to his audience, somebody once called him anonymously and said he was carrying a bomb.
Several passengers who were on the plane tell me that the man who was removed was taking a video of himself at the gate in LA before the plane took off.
Ice began streaming on YouTube after being banned from Twitch as a result of this. And he wasn't going to stop there, even if his fan following was turning toxic and he was mostly getting the wrong kind of viewers.
Yeah, so I do like live streams. People call and be like, oh, he's a gun or something, you know?
By this time, Ice was so involved that he gave his viewers complete control and did everything they said.
If somebody donates, I'm gonna be saying what the donation says, with this earpiece that I have here, okay?
He even had to video himself grilling on Skid Row at one point while surrounded by homeless people.
Someone just got stabbed?
What? Oh my god. Can I not show that?
No, don't show that, don't show that.
And this was just getting him in more and more trouble. But Ice wasn't going to stop. In 2021, he launched his own coin in cryptocurrency, and that's when the real trouble started. After thousands of dollars were donated from his viewers, Ice became this serial scammer for everyone as he withdrew the majority of the funds a year later, leaving the investors with nothing.
So he pulled 300,000 out, leaving only 40,000 left in. This is so bad. These guys need to get sued.
If you were still following around Ice Poseidon and shit like at 2022, you gotta be an idiot.
Let's say Ice Poseidon makes a video and it's Ice Poseidon stock advice. Who the f is gonna watch that?
It is a shockingly honest insight into the mind of a serial scammer.
You're still a scumbag. You're admitting that you did a rug pull.
Viewers were stunned at what he had done, and that's when Ice's life went downhill once. In an interview, Ice was told he had taken money from people who were less fortunate, and he looked like he just didn't care.
I really feel like he has this some kind of main character syndrome or hero complex, because at the end of CoffeeZilla's video, spoiler alert, he does mention that he'll give back 155 grand. And then, like, what, expects us to pat him on the for it because he's giving back a fraction of the total amount that he stole? This goofy goober already stated in the interview he could give the full amount back if he wanted to. He just simply doesn't want to. He's a schoolyard bully, and he doesn't want to share his popsicles with the rest of the class.
Ice claimed he would return a bit of the money, but somehow it ended up way less than he had claimed.
And then it turns out he didn't even give 155 grand back, he gave 40 grand back, so he couldn't even be bothered to do, like, the full amount of his apology return. It's shocking.
According to Ice, the money was either going to zero or he could take it all out, so that's what he did. He wasn't even willing to properly face what he had done.
I love that explanation there for like his reasoning of stealing 300 grand. It's like, I was faced with two choices, the ultimatum, you know, the red or the blue pill. Do I let the money sit there and hit zero in this poop project that I've started, or do I take the investors' money, 300 grand for myself, and then at least it never hits zero? I'm sure the investors wanted you to have that money, Paul. I'm sure they were really like breathing a sigh of relief, like, oh, what a hero.
Ice was notorious for scamming people, and although he never fully admitted to it, Charles and others exposed him for what he was. So he decided to take the other path and went quiet. For now, he is on an extended break from live streaming. Unlike Johnny Somali, a streamer who's made a name for himself by causing chaos and infuriating just about everyone in every country he visits. Last time we saw him, he was getting jumped and robbed in Israel. But this isn't where Johnny Somali's story begins. Last year, he was in Japan, where he got arrested for trespassing and eventually banned from ever entering the country. Now he's moved on to South Korea. On October 7th, he took things to a new level by kissing a Comfort Women statue, a highly sensitive cultural symbol in South Korea. And this was just the start. Johnny went on to visit several similar statues around Korea, disrespecting the culture at every turn.
Where is this one at? Because that's my next target. Where the f can I find this one?
He even took things further, live streaming himself dancing inappropriately with one of the statues. A few days later, he hit up a convenience store, making unnecessary disturbance and disturbing an elderly Korean woman running the store.
I did not drink it, you stupid bitch. Fuck Chinese. Fuck.
But Johnny wasn't alone. His friend Gino was also out there with him, harassing women on the street with inappropriate questions.
Can I eat your
While streaming, Johnny got punched in the face by a local, ending up with a nice swollen eye.
Trust me, Johnny's. Go to Johnny's stream. We're gonna have a good time.
Whoa!
For minutes afterward, he and his friend followed the guy but didn't have the courage to retaliate.
I swear to God, try it. I swear to God, yeah, walk away. I swear to God, try it.
But that wasn't all. A well-known Korean streamer later tracked Johnny down and delivered a full-on beatdown, caught on camera.
레전드. 엄마. 야.
And Johnny just keeps pushing boundaries. But for now, he is in jail in Korea because, unlike other countries who threw him out, Korea decided to do the right thing and jail him for 7 years. Up next is Dr. Disrespect, one of the biggest names in Twitch, who was enjoying the fame, the love, everything. But then came 2020, and suddenly, Doc was banned from Twitch without a single explanation. And then the accusations started coming. Neither Twitch nor Doc explained why, though he did mention plans to sue Twitch.
But a lot of people ask me, do you know the reason? Yeah, I do know the reason why now. I've known for months now the reason why. And I'll just say this right now, champs. There's a reason why we're suing the fuck out of them. Okay.
Doc, however, decided to make a comeback in 2024. He reappeared on YouTube, setting up a live stream titled The Truth.
For almost 4 years, the public demanded to hear from the doc regarding the Twitch suspension. I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story.
He addressed an accusation involving messaging a minor.
You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules.
While he denied it outright, he didn't offer much more. However, this wasn't it. Previously, he had always loved pushing boundaries, and that thrill extended beyond gaming. His career was marked by controversies, including once live streaming from a public restroom. So it would be fair to say that Doc was continuously pushing boundaries, but in 2020, Twitch made him stop permanently. The stunts he was pulling for views ultimately led to him losing everything, a path where Bad Bunny seems to be moving on to. She was already in hot water with her routine of controversial political remarks, but now she has started up with a new strategy of demeaning users.
I haven't got a donation or a sub for an hour. What the f? An hour when I'm working for free? What the f?
But if you think that was all, you're wrong, because she even banned a user who called her out for her verbal outburst.
How did my whole speech about how I need subs and to get the stream going if you like the content, blah, 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 how that results in 0 subs? There are regulars here. $5 a month. How do you have hours of time to watch me and not $5? I don't know. What are you doing with your life where you have hours of time to watch Twitch and not $5 to provide for the content that you're watching? Because it's like people just really they really don't respect me as a content creator.
Every stream and every now and then, she is seen calling her viewers broke for not being able to afford to give her money.
But that's the reality of it, period. Period. If you're watching Twitch as a non-donating, non-sub, you are leeching.
And that's when the backlash started, because she was in no mood of stopping what she had started.
Because it's like people just really they really don't respect me as a content creator.
And for this, Bad Bunny has been called out as the greediest streamer ever, and many YouTubers have shared their views on what she is doing.
Well, this Parasite's right about one thing: nobody respects her as a content creator because no one likes someone this shamelessly greedy.
Does that mean that you should feel bad about it? I don't know. But the reality is that you are leeching.
She gained a lot of negative reactions from all over the internet, but still, I don't think she is done yet. Just like Neon, who has also decided to push all limits. But unlike others, Neon is evil because he does not hesitate a bit to demean himself and others as well. He wanders around being cocky with others, which of course most of the time ends up humiliating himself.
Hi, nice to meet you. I just wanted some advice for my documentary. What can I do to work out and, based on my physique? What?
You should ask my boyfriend.
Huh?
You're not doing that.
No, I was just asking for advice.
It is no surprise that he came into this streaming game with such a mindset, because at a little age he was doing this. And this alone shows that Neon was set to do anything he could to get views. A 19-year-old kid at the time, he was faking his death, getting beaten up, pretending to leave his house. He was doing literally anything. He wasn't controlling his tongue from pissing others off.
You're 35, get a grip of your life, man. Holy.
Hey. Come on.
Punch you right.
Whoa.
I dare you.
I'll throw you the
Do it.
Oh, did you hear that? I heard that. Listen, there's no point of escalation. This.
Weirdo. God damn.
But while this got him the fame he so desperately wanted, what he didn't know was that it would one day lead him to ruin his life completely.
I said Jesus and I'm Muslim. Yeah, I'm actually losing my mind, bro.
He is literally the most hated streamer right now, and I would say for the very right reasons. Streamer FedMister was well known for being a part of offline TV. To put it simply, it was a content house where streamers lived and streamed together. Everything was fine until fans discovered that Fed had been expelled from offline TV.
Fed has been removed from offline TV and from the offline TV house.
And this got viewers wondering what had gone wrong, but that wasn't too long, as soon enough Yvonne came out with the allegations.
He would take off his pants and just then like, cause it's like uncomfortable, or take off his jeans cause it was uncomfortable, right? And then I was kind of like, put it back on, like you're not getting, like that's not it, sort of thing. He's like, but it's uncomfortable, and it's like, so there's like pushback. So that was something that I didn't let him do that, but like the fact that there was like, I was trying to tell him no.
Because when the cameras were not rolling, a lot was going on. She was in to let everything out, since according to her, she had kept silent for too long. And to be honest, she did the very right thing, because with that came a lot more.
I don't think when you flirt, you would flirt your way into your friend's sleeve and like touch a very uncomfortable area that is like near, you know?
Fed was a serial manipulator. He was making her very uncomfortable, and every time she pushed him back and tried to say no, he would manipulate her into believing it was just something friends normally do, which clearly not how it is.
If I said I wasn't uncomfortable with something, he would make it hard for me to say no to him.
And not so surprisingly, it wasn't just Yvonne. Pokimane also came forward with her side of the story. It started when Pokimane invited a guy she liked over to her house, where Fed was also present, and he ended up doing this.
And he goes, oh yeah, like what's going on with you guys? And I was like, what do you mean what's going on? And the guy informed me that Fed told him that we were together when we weren't, and that he told the guy not to tell anyone, not to talk to anyone about it, not to talk to me about it. And that was the first time that Fed just like massively broke my trust. And I could never trust him or look at him the same way.
And again, not so surprisingly, it wasn't the first time he did something like this. He had already done it multiple times without Pokimane knowing anything.
I retroactively asked someone else from kind of the past whether Fed had said something similar to him, and they did. And I very recently, just today, found out that he said the same thing to another guy.
And it wasn't just these two, there were others as well. He had done what he can with whoever he found at their vulnerable moments, even the guy he was supposedly best friends with.
Fed did this shit he did to me, he did to multiple people, and he pretty much went to people and downplayed the situation to all, like, our friends, and acted like he made it seem like he did less than he actually did, and made it seem like he's a better person than he really was, because the shit he did is unforgivable and it just f***ed up.
After so many accusations, so many people, and so much evidence, people were mad. And Fed just decided to stay silent for the time being, probably thinking about how to tackle the whole situation, but then later posted a lengthy apology on Twitter, acknowledging some of his actions and attempting to justify others. He left offline TV and went dark on social media for a long period, but then a year later another apology was uploaded, this time on YouTube, when no one was expecting it.
I was physically inappropriate with her, not once, but twice. And, you know, I didn't touch her in any, like, private areas, but, you know, what I've learned this year is that shit does not matter.
Maybe it was an attempt for a comeback, but failed, of course, since it still felt like he wasn't really taking the complete blame for his actions.
You know, there was a time when I was in a room, and I asked, like, hey, can I give you a foot rub? And she was like, okay. And you know, she said yes, but, you know, we were tipsy, and, you know, in the moment, it felt real and honest for me to say, like, I kind of like you. But, you know, when I woke up the next morning, it was like, oh shit, like.
Even after the apology video and everything, Fed has not been able to make the comeback he thought he would. But all this is nothing compared to what Minilad did. One of the big names on Twitch, who faced a downfall when no one saw it coming, not even Minilad himself. That was when a user named Haley364 uploaded a video.
If you don't know, my name is Hallie, Weird Girl 2364, and I was manipulated and completely used by Minilad, aka Craig.
He was accused of having inappropriate interactions with underage fans, with screenshots of their conversations surfacing online.
Craig uploaded a YouTube video saying that he took a break for his mental health. It was a mental health journey, completely disregarding what he did to me and Ash as if it does not matter. And in fact, that's exactly how he thinks it is.
And not just his regular viewers, everyone was in shock. Major YouTubers and streamers distanced themselves, and Minilad's subscriber count took a nosedive.
He was talking to his moderators about how in mod chat, people are gonna see that this doesn't matter and it's gonna die. He'll upload in a week, it'll be fine, nobody's gonna care.
Unfortunately, that's not how it went. People were outraged at what he had been doing, and that's when Minilad decided to go with the second option. He went on a 2-month break, claiming it was for his mental health, and then came back with this.
But when it came to his YouTube, he just said that with shit happening in the world, his mental health being all over the place, he just had to take a step back.
He returned completely ignoring what had just happened and said he went off just for a mental health break. But the internet wasn't done with him.
Because you play kid games and then get kid fans and then try to kids. You don't get to play Minecraft anymore.
So when Minilad saw he wouldn't be able to do anything anymore, he uploaded an actual apology video again.
I don't want this video to be excused as an excuse or victimizing myself or anything like that. I just want to give you guys my thoughts. This is no more PR teams, no more anything like that. This is just Craig.
And then he went on ranting about what happened, victimizing himself, just like he said he wouldn't do.
The first thing that I wanted to say was I added Hallie on Snapchat when she was 16. This isn't when I was making any remarks towards her. This is just where I talked to all of my friends. It wasn't until 2016 when she was 17 that I first started to flirt with her. I was 21 at the time, and that's not okay. Like, and I'm aware of that.
After apologizing so deeply, he deleted the video. Of course, thinking he was in the clear, he kept uploading videos and doing live streams as if nothing was wrong. But too bad, viewers were done with him for good. Next up is JStation, a Canadian YouTuber and occasional live streamer who was widely known for his controversial and often exploitative content, which involved various 3 a.m. challenges where he exploited people's lives for views, especially celebrities.
Rumor is it's haunted, so I don't really know what's gonna happen. There might be some homeless people in here. Anyways, I'm with Capital City Boredom. We're just exploring this. We're gonna be staying the night.
However, his biggest scandal happened in early 2020 when he crossed a line that led to severe backlash and a significant fall from grace. He announced on his channel that his girlfriend Alexia Morano had tragically passed away in a car accident. This shocking news drew a lot of sympathy from his fans.
What's up, guys? I never wanted to make a video like this, ever. Last night around 11 p.m., I got a call from her parents telling me what happened. As you guys probably know, we had a channel together called Dream Team. We just hit 300,000 subscribers. Her dream was just to get 1 million subscribers, and we were so close to doing that, guys.
And he even went as far as creating a video series where he allegedly communicated with her spirit through a Ouija board.
We're gonna talk to her on the Ouija board, guys. We're doing the Ouija board challenge on my dead girlfriend.
It wasn't long before the truth was revealed. Alexia was alive, and the entire situation had been fabricated by Jay as a publicity stunt. Alexia herself came forward, exposing the lie and sharing that Jay had staged the whole thing for views and to gain subscribers.
Are you that psychotic? You're psycho. You are honest to God crazy.
I've been a good person to you, Alexia.
You're a trash human being. Look online. Everyone says shit about you. Everybody hates you, Jay.
The internet erupted with outrage, condemning him for manipulating a tragedy for attention and views.
But what he's done this time has just gone way too far. He's faked his girlfriend's death for views and sympathy, and he uses it just to promote a second channel.
The backlash was quick and intense. YouTube demonetized his channels, and Jay found himself on the receiving end of significant hate. In response to the controversy, Jay posted a tearful apology video acknowledging what he did wrong and explaining his actions.
You don't understand, like, how messed up my life used to be, like.
Despite the apology, he soon found himself banned from YouTube, leading to his near-total disappearance from the platform, much like Zillion OP. Back in 2012, Zillion was one of the fastest-growing Twitch streamers, primarily due to his apparent disability. People saw him as a disabled person trying to earn money through online streaming, leading to increased views and subscribers, until this happened.
Watch, check it out. Get on your mount and follow me.
Maybe I don't want to follow you. You hurt my feelings.
I'm back.
Hey, Angel.
Hi. Did everybody already leave?
Yeah, Mungo had to go.
When it's easily outgeared.
Our dog. Oh my god.
He came in on a wheelchair and then stood up and walked off like nothing was wrong. It took him a few moments to realize he'd messed up. That's when he left Twitch, YouTube, and social media entirely, only to return years later to apologize for what he did.
I apologized for not being open about what was going on. I mean, I can actually apologize again, and I feel like it's something that I can't apologize enough for the people that were truly misled at the time. Not necessarily people, and I hate to say this, not necessarily the people that have been misled to this point, like that didn't know me back then, but anyone that had donated to me back then, or had supported me back then, or supported because I was in the chair, or whatever it may be. Like, I do sincerely apologize for misleading people and for not letting people know that I was at the point of recovery that I was at. And also for my actions in the process of when it was found out that I defended myself in a completely wrong way.
According to his later confession, he was just getting better and simply didn't tell his viewers, which of course wasn't a big deal for him.